Welcome to Latricia Creates. I am Latricia. In today's video, we're going to create a greeting card using our Cricut machine. Let's take a look at the materials we're going to use for this project. For this project, I'm going to use some cardstock, a bone folder, some 3D adhesive squares, some Cricut pens, some glue, the green standard grip Cricut mat, and my Cricut Maker. You ready? Let's make it. I'm in Cricut Design Space and I'm ready to start my project. I'm going to go to the top right, click on New Project. That's going to take us to the canvas. Now that we're at the canvas, I'm going to go over to the left and I'm going to click on Shapes. I'm going to grab a square and I want to change the dimensions of the square. I want it to be 7 inches wide by 10 inches in height. So I'm going to unlock the dimensions and change it to 7 by 10. Next, I want to change the color. I want my card to be a cream color. So I'm going to click on Advanced, go over here to the yellowish color, and click over here to something in the cream family. That works for me, so I'm going to move this over to the side. Now I'm going to go back to the Shapes panel. This time I'm going to grab a score line, and I'm going to change the dimensions of the score line to 7 inches. I'm also going to rotate it 90 degrees. I'm going to move this over to the side, go back over to the left-hand side. This time I'm going to go over to Images, click on Images. I'm going to search for ornaments. What I'm trying to do is make a bottom edge card using a group of ornaments. So I'm going to search for a group of ornaments so that I don't have to create my own group of ornaments. Something like this. I want to have a few more or a couple more. That'd be great. This one right here is perfect. I'm going to click on this ornament and I'm going to add it to canvas. Now I'm going to duplicate the ornament. The ornament that I duplicated, I'm going to go down to the bottom right on the Layers panel, click on Contour, and I'm going to hide all contours. I want to change the bottom layer to red. And I'm going to change the top layer to green. I'm going to move it to the front so that it will be the top layer. I'm going to put these two together. Go here to Align. I'm going to center them. Now I want to create an offset. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this bottom layer and I'm going to create an offset. I want my offset to be about 1/8 of an inch, so I'm going to change it to 0.125. That looks good. I'm going to click Apply. Now I'm going to align all three of them together. Align center. Next, I'm going to reduce the size. I want it to be 7 inches wide. I'm only going to reduce the width down to 7 inches. That's great. Now I'm going to take the offset layer and move it. Group the other two layers together. I'm going to go over here to these boxes, click on Group, and I'm going to move this to the side. I want to work with the card and the offset layer. I'm going to take both of them and I'm going to align them. I'm going to align bottom, and I'm also going to center horizontally. Now that I've done that, the next thing I want to do is slice it. So I'm going to go back over to the layers panel and click on slice. I no longer need the black layer, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go to the bottom card layer, and I'm going to go over to contour, and I'm going to hide all contours. I'm going to grab the slice results for both of them. Now I'm going to weld them. Cricut Design Space made some changes. The weld feature no longer shows on the bottom. What they've added is combine. So I'm going to go over to combine, click on the drop down arrow, and the weld feature is in here. So I'm going to click on weld. Now that I have that welded, what I want to do next is bring in the score line. I'm going to bring the score line down, and I want to center it. So I'm going to grab both of these. I'm going to move I need to move the card layer to the back. Now I'm going to center the score line, then I'm going to attach them. Click on center. That looks good. Now I'm going to go over to the layers panel, click attach. Now it's attached. I'm going to bring this down, move it to the front. Line it up to take a good look at it. That looks pretty good. I like that. Now I want to grab some text. I want to write out the words Seasons Greetings. I'm going to go over here to the left, click on the text box, type the words Seasons Greetings. Go up to the top, to the font, and search for a font that I want. I want to use the font called Christmas. It's a system font. Once again, Cricut Design Space made some changes. So if you see across the top here, you have Cricut, System, Bookmarks. I'm going to click on System, and I'm going to search for Christmas. I'm going to click on Christmas, and this is the font that I want to use. I want this font to be 2 layers, so I'm going to grab an offset for this as well. I'm going to go up to the top, click on offset. 1.25 is good. I'm going to click apply. I'm going to go to the offset, and I'm going to contour. I want to get rid of the little bits that are in there. That looks good. I want to change the colors. I think I want this to be red and white. I think I want the black layer to be red and the words to be white. I'm going to group these two together, bring it over to the card base, see how it looks. I think that'll work. Now what I want to do is I want to grab another shape because I want to write a sentiment inside the card. So I'm going to grab another shape, go back over to shapes. This time I'm going to get another square. I'm going to change the dimensions to 7 by 5. Actually, I don't want it to be 7 by 5. I want to have a nice little 1/4 inch border, so I'm going to change it to 6.75 by 4.75. I'm going to change the color to white. I think that will look good. Now I want to grab some font that is writing font. I don't know if you know this, but if the font is not a writing font, we'll end up with just an outline, and I don't want the outline. I want it to look more handwritten. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I click on text here, and say I use this Christmas text, if I go here, change it to pen, you see here it's just the outline. I don't want that. So I want to change the text. I want to change the font. The font I want to use is called the Britney, and it's also a system font that I downloaded. The Britney is a writing font. As you can see here, there is no outline. Now I'm ready to type my sentiment. Now I want to line it up, get it fitted inside the box nicely. I think I need to reduce the line spacing, so I'm going to go here to line spacing and, oops, wrong way, and reduce the line spacing. Now I'm going to align it. I want it to be centered horizontally. I think I want to change the color of the text. Let's see how green looks. Okay, I like that. The last thing I'm going to do before we get ready to make it is I'm going to attach the text to the square. So I'm going to take those two and I'm going to attach them. Now we're ready to make it. I'm going to go here to the top right, click on Make It. Click Continue. I'm going to be using medium cardstock, 80 pounds. And I'm going to be using that for all of the 4 pages. I'm going to head over to the Cricut machine, load the green pen into clamp A. I already have the fine point blade in clamp B. Then I'm going to load the mat, and I will meet you at the craft table once everything is complete. I'm loading the pen into clamp A, and I'm loading the mat with the white cardstock on it. Now I'm ready to unload the mat. I need to add the scoring wheel. I'm back at the craft table and ready to assemble the card. The first thing I want to do is I want to take my bone folder and fold the card. You probably can't see it, but there's a score line here. I think you can see the score line. So the score line is there. I'm going to fold the card and use my bone folder to make it a nice, crisp edge. Now I'm going to take the red bells and I'm going to glue them down. Initially, I was going to pop up the bells and the words, but I changed my mind because it's kind of thin, so I don't think I'm going to pop them up. Maybe I will. Yeah, maybe I will. So what I'm going to do is glue the green part to the red part. And here we have it, our final card. Isn't it so cute? Let's take a closer look. I hope you are able to make one as well. And I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep creating.